Hey, how is everyone doing today? Am I live? Am I really live? Let me see here. How is everybody doing today? I'm telling you, I normally use this streaming, but I kind of like it. It's been a while since I've used it, but I pray that everybody is doing well today. It is Friday night. Welcome to Gratitude Grooves. I don't know about how much grooving we gonna do, but it depends on you. Uh it depends on how much you guys participate. Okay, how much you participate. So let me make sure that I have the chat. I'm gonna connect that because I want you guys to interact with me today. Okay, I got some really great news for you guys today. Some really fantastic life-changing information. That's my camera here. Life-changing information for you guys today. I got some reports some testimonies, I like to call them reports, that I want you guys to know about. Let me turn this the groove portion down a little bit. Hold on. Turn it down a bit. Okay. So y'all can hear me. I love for you guys to participate. Um, Tell me where you're coming in from. I'd love that. I'm looking for interaction within the chat. Okay. So if you have any questions, any comments, make sure that you put it in the chat. I'm watching the chat right now as we speak. Okay. And I'm excited. I am really excited to come on for you guys. A lot of you guys may know that on Sunday I did an impromptu. I just do a 5-day gratitude challenge. All right, and a lot of you guys reached out and said, I'm in. It's a free gratitude challenge. Okay, now you see the little ticker going below, right? So you can still look. I do gratitude every single day. I'm going to tell you my story in case you guys don't know. Okay, but I said on Sunday, I hadn't planned it, but I just said, let's do a gratitude challenge for 5 days, right? So you would have had Sunday to do the gratitude challenge, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? And today is Friday. And I promised that I was going to go live today and, congratulate you guys for doing the challenge. Okay. But I knew that if you took the challenge, I knew the reports would start coming in, right? And so the reports are starting to come in. Listen, if you took the challenge or you want to take the challenge now, this is the first time you're ever hearing about, right? Then I want you to go to my website. It's scrolling down there, right? And I want you to choose the 5 days of gratitude challenge, okay? It is a free challenge, and it's something personally that changed my life many years ago, right? To change my life. It's not just something that I do like every once in a while. It is continuing to change my life, make my life so much more exciting. Okay, so all right. So you guys, in case you don't know, I'm Val Dantzler, right? And 6 years ago, I'm gonna tell you. How do I know it was 6 years? Because I was coming up on my 50th birthday. I know I don't look I know. So I was coming up on my 50th. Thank you very much. Thank you. I was coming up on my 50th birthday, and I felt like, well, I just knew it was going to be my last. Okay, because because life had really beat me up. Okay, I let life beat me up. I'm gonna say that now. Now I can say that, but back then it was like I just felt like no change was coming, right? And the reason that I say this to you guys is because I know I'm not the only one. Okay, I'm not the only one. So this is my why. This is the reason why I do what I do. Come on in. I'm doing my live. Come on in. I got company. Come on in. I was gonna. You can move all that stuff. What you bring me to eat? He didn't bring me nothing to eat. He should know that food activates me. I love me some food. There's no plug. There's you can plug nothing in. You see this, y'all? This is the wonderful part of live. Okay, I'm live. But look. Let me tell y'all before I got on here. But this is to tell you guys, not but the internet wasn't working. It was not. Never have had problems with the internet. I think I'm sitting here streaming from. No, he did not turn TV off in my music. See, this is live. Okay. No, he didn't turn my music, my mellow music off. Okay. Okay. But the internet wasn't working. Okay. That's why I said 7-ish, didn't I? I think it's what? It's 8 o'clock now, right? I've been on for 7 minutes now, right? The internet wasn't working. I started having technical difficulties. You know what I said? Bring me some food, please. And I said, this is going to be good tonight. See, I could have given up, right? I could have given up. I could have said, this is the one time that I actually look. I planned. I got my notes. Okay. Like I'm not just talking off the cuff today, right? But I planned this on Sunday. And I said, I'm coming here live with you guys. Because this challenge really means much to me. So if I'm looking, I'm doing everything. It's okay. I got a lot of stuff going on, a lot unexpected. But that is a wonderful part of why live streaming is so fantastic. Okay, because you never know what's going on. Okay, so there's no scripting, there's no editing to this whatsoever. Okay, and so that's that's another reason why I like to stream, right? So it's great. It's cool. But I could have thrown in the towel, but I said, no, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to be patient with myself. This thing is going to work out. And I'm sitting here streaming right now with my phone. Okay. I'm on my laptop here, got my phone, and you guys understand how you stream the phone, right? Okay. So that's what I'm doing. And it's coming in loud and clear. I'm happy about that, right? Thank goodness for iPhones, okay? I'm sure you Android people can stream too now, right? But back in the day, y'all couldn't do that. But I've always had the capability of doing it, and I love when it kicks in, okay? When it kicks in. So anyway, 6 years ago, I was telling you guys my story. 6 years ago, I was at the point where I was ready to give up. Because for so long, and I know I'm like saying that with a smile, right? Because I'm really happy right now. Like life is fun and it's exciting. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. My life has its challenges. It has its ups and downs. There's been so many things, y'all. Even in the last year that I've gone through, I've not even told you guys about, right? I've not even told you about it. So there's ups and downs, but y'all see me, right? Y'all see me. I come on and I'm smiling because on the inside, I really do feel good. Like it used to be where things on the outside of me, and I'm not going to say I'm totally 100% with it, okay? But things on the outside of me would affect me so much that it would make me feel down and bad on the inside, right? And I'm not saying that I'm 100% that things on the outside don't affect me. That would be a full bold-faced lie, okay? But I'm going to say it doesn't affect me as much. I know now there are certain techniques and things that I've learned that I do. There's inner work that I've done and that I continue to do. We're going to talk about it today, okay? Because this is really about developing yourself. It's about harnessing the good that's going on in your life, because there's good and there's bad going on. But what you focus on the longest becomes the strongest. This is a principle. You should write that down. You should have your notebooks out, your journals out, and your favorite pen, and be writing, okay? Because I already know I drop nuggets, okay? I drop really boulders, okay? I'm just telling you that I do. I did a workshop about a week ago, right? And it wasn't a long, workshop. Let me drink. This is my, excuse me, guys. This is my refreshing coconut water, okay? It's so good. Oh, it's so good. So if you see me sipping on that, that's what I'm sipping on. However, who's I talking about? See? Oh, my workshop that I did. Okay, I did a workshop about a week so last week. Last week I did this workshop, right? Wasn't a very long workshop at all, right? It doesn't have to be a long workshop. But guys, the testimony from that workshop are still coming in. So what I'm about to tell you today is some of the same things that I went over in the workshop, that I talked about in the workshop, right? You know, people are coming back after this workshop. They've done a few of the small little things that I asked them to do. They've come back. I mean, the next day, reports were coming in, happier. One guy said, "You know what? I'm feeling better about myself. I did the gratitude exercise about, and I feel really good about myself. In fact, I feel lighter." He says, "You know what? I'm going to start eating a little bit better. In fact, I've already started, right? I went outside for a walk. I had, man, the men, I don't know what it is. The men, they do this. I've had so many testimonies from men that have done this. I've had men say, I don't have the bad self-talk, negative self-talk that I used to have about myself. After just 5 days, guys, listen, I have a woman. I have Tamara. She reported today, okay? Today, she said, "Val, thank you so much for what you said. Because I'm telling you, this is her words, verbatim. Because I wrote down some of the things that she was saying. Tamara said, I did what you said. I got myself a journal. This is what I did 6 years ago, guys. Hadn't journaled since I was 7 years old. Went to the flower store, got myself a notebook. She showed me her notebook, right? I asked her during the workshop, I said, and everybody at the workshop, I want you to just take 5 minutes a day. You could do this in the morning or you could do this at night. And I want you to write down 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for. Okay? I said, now for me, 6 years ago, it was hard for me to do this. I mean, it was one of the most difficult things for me to do because my mind was so inundated with the negative, with the relationships that didn't work out, with the money that I did not have. Okay? And I mean, I felt alone. I felt like really God abandoned me for real. Like even though I would go to church, I still felt bad. Like I was abandoned. Like God, I know you up there. At least at the time I was thinking God was up there, but now I know God is inside of me, right? But do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear me? Right? But the thing is, y'all, through this gratitude practice and through my own inner work, yes, there is such a thing as the universe, right? Yes, this universe, God, Jesus, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. Great I am wants what you want, okay? Wants the best for you. But what we tend to do is we tend to, it's what I just said, what you focus on the longest becomes the strongest. You got to know, you got to understand that. So it's what we choose to focus on. You see, I used to feel that I didn't have a choice, that thoughts would just come my way, and thoughts were thoughts, and that they were just my thoughts. It's almost like a net. Whatever thought came along is the thought that I had to deal with. But now I understand that, see, from our thoughts, the way that we work is called the magic mindset formula. Our thoughts determine the way we feel, right? And the way we feel determines what we do. And what we do, it determines what we have. Okay? Does that make sense? That's the magic mindset formula. But let's back it up. Let's back it up. Let's make it make sense. What we have right now, like look around what you have right now. Now, and not just look at the physical, okay? But what we have on the inside, how we feel about how we are with ourselves. You know what battles, mental battles you having. You know what these things are, right? Maybe you haven't even sat down and really think about it because you don't know what you can do about it, right? But whatever your state is right now has been based on what you've done. And what you've done has been based on how you feel. How you feel. How you feel is based on your thoughts. Okay? And I'm here to tell you that just because a thought comes your way, it doesn't mean it has to be your thought. Doesn't mean you have to own that thought. Okay? Listen, you may be driving somewhere and somebody cuts you off and you feel like ramming them. You feel like, you get anger. And when you get this anger, you could do anything. You could just pop off, right? But what do? You say, wait. Let me control myself. Right? I'm not going to have an accident. I'm not going to mess up my car because this fool just cut me off, right? That means you know how to control your thoughts. Because just because you had that thought of just being mad and this guy ruining your day because he cut you off, you said, whoa. And a part of you said, stop. I ain't even going to go there. So you didn't take ownership of that thought. Well, it's that way with everything. What you focus on the longest becomes the strongest, guys and gals. Okay? So you got to understand there's just as much good going on as there is bad in your life. Now, if I had got to the point where I had to turn the TV off. You understand what I'm saying? Like really right now, I only watch, I'll just say the YT right now. That's it. I want to watch what I want to watch. I don't want somebody up in some big building somewhere mandating what I'm going to watch, whether it be the news, because you got to understand, right? There's just as much good happening out there in the world as there is bad. But what seems to be on the news channel? Bad stuff. Have you ever asked yourself, why is that? Why is that? Well, there's just as much good going on. You know how I know there's good going on? Look around. Look around right now in your own life right now. Something good, and probably several things good happen to you, even today. Look, I always say, every day above ground is a chance for us to make it right. And we keep getting up, don't we? We keep getting up. No matter what, we keep getting up. We keep getting a chance. That's a blessing. That's a good thing. That's something to be grateful for. Why? Everybody didn't get that chance. Everybody didn't get it. Okay? So it's something to be grateful for. So there's just as much good, if not more good, going on than there is bad. But for years, I was focused on the bad. And I had to start, wait a minute, let me take control of this thing. When I got into this gratitude journal, I started writing down 3 to 5 things that I was grateful for every single day. And it was hard at first because my mind was so inundated with the bad stuff. It would be simple things, guys, like, ooh, I can see the sun coming through my window and it's beautiful. And I would write that down because see, the rule is this in your journal. And let me show y'all. This is my gratitude journal today. This is my gratitude journal. Okay. This is it. And I do stickers. I don't know if y'all can see this. I do stickers. Look, I was at the coffee shop and I was coughing. This was Sunday, y'all, when I said, let's do this gratitude challenge. And I started coughing because, you know, once I get to talking, I start coughing because it's passion, right? She gave me a little, this is a little wrapper for a drop. And, you know, I put that thing in my gratitude journal because she didn't have to do that, but she did. And guess what? No more coughing after that. I was grateful. So you can have fun with this gratitude journal, okay? You can have a fun, but I'm telling you, you will absolutely love your gratitude. Okay, Tamara, she says, girl, I done it 8 days straight and I'm changed. Listen, before her 8 days, this was Tamara. She's like, I'm at this job. I'm in my late 50s. She's like, I ain't supposed, I hate this job. Everything bad about the job. Anytime somebody was saying something bad about the job, she's listening. She's getting programmed by that is what was happening. She's listening. And she's like, yeah, she's agreeing with, yeah, this job, this ain't no good. And so what happens? Attendance is thrown off, right? It's almost like you programming yourself so that you can lose a job. Because you keep telling yourself that the job ain't no good. Because that's what you're focusing in on, right? She's in a sales job. She won't make sales. You know, you in a sales job and you ain't making no sales. Your life ain't fun. Your job ain't fun. And then you picking out everything that's wrong and you listen to everything other people are saying. You know, crabs in a bucket, right? Crabs in a bucket work like this. Anytime you want to keep some crabs around, you take one crab and you put another crab in a bucket. Every time one crab start to come out the bucket, the other crab gonna bring them down, try to go on top of them and go out. And they do that. They're keeping themselves down, right? Put more crabs in the bucket. you're gonna be able to keep all them crabs in the bucket. Okay? But that's how it can be. That's how it is. Especially if you finding yourself focusing in on the negative. That's how my life was. I was focusing in on the negative because I didn't know any better. It's natural. The news, the music, it's all talking about every love song. Reminding me, oh Lord, I'm getting older, right? So anyway, I started just 3 to 5 things every day, just right now what I was grateful for, right? And by the end of the 5 days, I felt a little bit better. I felt to the point that, you know what? I'm going to delay. I was delaying that decision that I had made, right? I said, let me go another week. And I'm just going to take it day by day, see if I can do this thing, and write down 3 to 5 things in my gratitude journal, right? So the way that I do it, I put the date here. I know y'all probably can't see it, but I put the date up here. I put gratitude, and I put 3 to 5 things. Now, this is my gratitude journal the way it is now, today. But when I started out, it was just little bullet points, okay? It doesn't matter. Tamara, you know, your gratitude journal is for you. It's not for anybody else, okay? But Tamara kind of let me see hers a little bit, and she just had little bullet points. So just doing little bullet points. In 8 days, man, she said, girl, I mean, she had a record sales day, okay? She did the most sales in one day she's ever done after this 8 days. She's like, girl, I was trying to find out how I could get out this job on some medical leave or something. I'm telling them I'm crazy, depressed, whatever. She said, girl, she says, I'm about to get this money. She says, I ain't even thinking about leaving this. Are you kidding? I ain't even thinking about leaving this job. This is great. We having fun. She said, we having fun at job. I mean, we laughing, you know, when you can get with coworkers and you can just laugh and have a good time and get work done. And this is her life now after this 8 days. Okay. And so it totally turns her around. So this is powerful. So it's no wonder. Listen, back then I didn't think that this was going to work. I just said, let me just try this before I reach the pearly gates so I could tell God that I tried, right? I tried, but it just didn't work. And maybe he would just take pity on me, right? And let me on in the gate. Right? That's really was it. But first 5 days, I felt a little bit better. I said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it again. I did it for 5 more days. I felt a little bit more better. I did it for another 5 days. I'm like, wow, I feel really good. And this is the only thing that I'm doing. Nothing else in my life has changed. Okay. By the end of that month, y'all, you couldn't tell me anything. I wanted to continue on with my life, and I had a purpose behind it. Okay. And so I can tell you that nothing else in my life had changed at the time to make me feel better. Okay. But guess what? All I did was write down 3 to 5 things every day that I'm grateful for. And I still do it today, guys. And what happens is something magical really starts to happen. First off, in your journal. Now you can do what you want to do, but these are the rules that I set for myself. And I'm just here to guide you. Okay? But the rule is, for me, only goods can go in this gratitude journal. Or they can be lessons that I have learned, okay, after I have learned them, okay? So only good. We're only magnifying the good is what we're doing in this, okay? And now this week, y'all, I tell you, I started something a little new, and I want to share it with you guys because I like it, okay? So you have the freedom to kind of change this up. Now, yes, I do the gratitude every day. Okay. I do the gratitude every day. Hold on, let me coconut water. Ooh. I'm talking strong for y'all. I'm talking strong for y'all. Excuse me. Okay. So, gratitude itself, doing that every day, that is inner work by itself, which is important. Okay. But now, not only am I doing my gratitude, but when I feel like it's necessary, I give myself the latitude to do other things. Like I have my gratitude on one page, and on the next page, I may do some affirmations just for myself. You see, sometimes things come up. Oh, I'm kind of dealing with something right now. Oh, I'm kind of not feeling so great about a certain situation. That's just that feeling of being aware of, I don't quite feel great about a certain thing. All that does for me now is it signifies that there's something that I need to work on. So you welcome it, okay? It's like you love on it. Love on that little, if somebody's getting on your nerves or somebody didn't do something that maybe you expected them to do and they kind of let you down, just love on it. It's a technique that I have. It's called loving the baby, right? That's a way for you to kind of work on it, right? Just love on it. Meaning love on the fact that you're feeling this feeling. Identify where this feeling is coming from. Instead of trying to push it away, instead of trying to resist it. Because understand this, with whatever you are resisting, it's gonna persist. Whatever you're pushing against, it's gonna resist. You're resisting it, but it's gonna persist. Okay? Like I think there's this engineering thing, right? Like that's a way that I think there's a way that walls actually they stand up because they're pushing something is pushing against something, and it's the way things work. Like if one wall comes down, then everything starts tumbling down because that resistance is gone, right? So what you resist, you persist, right? So in this case, we don't want those bad feelings to continue on, right? So just love it. It might be somebody's getting on your nerves, okay? Just love it. It's called loving the baby. So if you love it, it will actually start to dissolve. For real. Guys, you got to try this, okay? I know a lady, she entered her depression. She had been depressed for years. And in 3 days, she identified what the thing was that was making her depressed. And she started loving on the depression, loving on it, on the thing that was causing this for her, right? You know what? It dissolved, it went away. And that gave her ammunition so that whenever something would come up, she would use that loving the baby concept, right? And her depression went away. Okay? See, the longer you resist it, the more it's going to persist. Okay? So, in this second part, we're practicing our gratitude on one page. For that next page, you can identify, have a moment with yourself and identify what is the thing that's making me feel anxious. I do this for myself, guys. Okay? Look, none of what I'm asked to do, all of it I've done for myself and continue to do for myself. It's just that life and myself, I'm getting better and better and better. I see improvement. In here, remember, your thoughts become things. I went through that already, right? And so when your thoughts improve, everything else around you improves. It does, okay? So I want you to think about maybe something that's really kind of been getting your nerves, okay? Or you just feeling anxious and you're like, I'm feeling anxious, but what am I feeling anxious about? You got to get quiet in yourself. I want you to have your journals out when you're doing this, okay? But just get quiet. Maybe put on some nice meditative music, okay? And I want you to ask yourself, ask your higher self, the God that is within you, okay? The Bible says God is within you, not so out up in the sky, judging you with a pen and paper. No, okay? But we'll talk about that on the subject, all right? But in you, your higher self in you, you already really know what you need to do. But you gotta get quiet. You gotta have the courage to ask yourself the question, what's making me nervous right now? What's making me anxious? Why am I feeling this way? Okay? Let me breathe. Let me take a deep breath. Okay? Let me just feel. Where is this coming from? And what is that thought that comes to your mind? What is this? You know, deep down inside, is this? It be something that you've not addressed. It may be something that's been going on for years and years and years. You have just not taken the time to address it. Guess what? This journal right here is going to become your friend because I want you to address it in this journal. That's for your eyes only. You know what? I have a book. This is it. This is my inner work journal. It's a separate one. Okay. So basically only positive things go into my gratitude journal, right? But my inner work, oh, I'll write it out. Oh, you know what? I'm feeling such and such. I'm feeling, and you know what? It's coming from this person or it's coming from a certain situation, and I write it out. I don't write it out to complain. I'm writing it out because I'm finding the answer. I know I'm going to find the answer, but I've got to journal this out. I've got to write this out. And you will be amazed at how you become in tune and how things just come out of you that you write. And you're like, whoa, did I write that? Okay. So whatever it is that I put in my inner work journal, okay, now I'm going to come back to my gratitude journal. And whatever that problem is, now I've got to find a way to attack this. I'm going to attack this with positive thinking. I'm going to attack this with an affirmation that I'm going to create for myself, the opposite of what I wrote the problem in this inner workbook, right? I'm going to write down the opposite of it in my affirmation book. And I'm going to make in my gratitude journal. And I'm going to make an affirmation just for me that's the opposite of what was in the inner workbook. And this is my truth. In the gratitude, this is my truth now. What I write in here, what that affirmation is. Okay? And I love it because it's attuned to only me. It's for me. Okay, your affirmation is going to be for you. Now, yes, you can read. I have affirmations, right? I have affirmations that I've produced for other people, right? And they're general affirmations and they're great affirmations. Boy, if you can just do the inner work, but you're going to need to do the inner work anyway. Okay? And if you could just get a little bit under that surface, right? And get down to the meat of the problem that is for you. Identify it. And then Write down the opposite and an affirmation that is for you in your gratitude book, which is for your eyes only. You don't have to share it with anyone, okay? And let's write the opposite and let's feel that thing, right? And so now this is what we focus on. We focus on that affirmation that's the opposite of what we identified in our inner work. Y'all, this is the work, okay? And it's a beautiful thing. Like, I want you to look, I have done this riding in the car. Sometimes something will click and I'll be like, I need to write. I keep my journal with me, okay? And I'll just write. And so I want you to just have the freedom to write. I don't want you to think about, oh, is it right? Is this the right thing to what I should be doing? And you're second guessing yourself. You're doubting yourself, right? No, that's a lower vibration. Just know that you have the answer. That's why getting quiet with yourself, using frequency music, things like that to help you get in tune, right? And just trust yourself. That's it. Trust yourself, okay? You're here right now. You're alive, okay? You've been through trials and tribulations before in your life, but guess what? You are right here to see this day right now. So it hasn't all been bad, okay? Trust yourself. Whatever decisions you made in the past, you are here right now and you are alive. And that's something to celebrate. So stop second guessing yourself. Okay? Write down, doesn't have to be perfect, but write down that affirmation. Write down a couple of affirmations until you feel like, that's it. Okay? So now when you do your work, more inner work, right? We've written it down, the problems down, right? Now we're focusing in on this. So I go back and read. Well, what was I grateful for? Oh, what's my affirmation? And that affirmation, oh my God. Yes, that's it. Even do things like scripting. Script. What's your dream life? What's your dream? Don't give up on it. Go ahead and script it. Write it as though it's already happened. That you're so happy and grateful. This is next level when it comes to the gratitude journal. Okay? And so these are things that, I've always been teaching you guys really surface. So we're going to start getting into things that are more deeper levels, deeper inner work that needs to be done because we need to do this inner work. I'm doing it. You need to do it too, okay? So our life can be much, much better than it is right now. And so understand that are the best investment that you could ever make is in yourself, okay? Invest the time to improve yourself, right? And you'll be better for it. You'll be happier for it. Focus on what you're grateful for because your life will be better. Your life will be happier, okay? Look, I'm so proud of Tamara. She was able to write things down in her gratitude journal, what she was grateful for. And she said, Val, it has changed me. She said, thank you. She said, thank you, thank you, thank you. Right? So that just made my day. That just made it so that I know without a shadow of a doubt that what I am offering you guys is legitimate. Okay? And I definitely want the best for you. All right? So guys, until next time, listen, go to my website, go to valdancer.com, get you the 5 days of gratitude challenge, download it. It's free, okay? It's absolutely free. You don't have to pay for any of it, right? But it will change your life. It really did. It changed my life. It changed Tamara's life. It changed so many other people's lives that I'm so happy that I know it's going to change your life too. So let me look at my notes really quickly and make sure that I didn't leave out anything. Oh, so this Sunday, we're doing the No More Blues Masterclass, okay? The No More Blues Masterclass, but you have to register, okay? So go to valdancer.com and register there as well for the No More Blues Masterclass. And I will see you guys on Sunday. All right? Talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day and wonderful weekend. Until then, bye-bye.